Hi candle lovers, thanks for tuning in today. My name is Greg and this is all about candles. Let's get right into it. I have a review for you today from Homeworx. This is Coastal Sands. This is one of my favorite Homeworx candles. I think this is the third time that I've purchased it. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. This one had strength and throw. However, this is a 4-wick candle that turned into a 3-wick candle for me. More on that later, you guys. There's a scent story on the website, so let me do a dramatic reading of it for you. Salted sand and beachy rose is warmed in the coastal sun, combined with the essence of bergamot waters and neroli, capturing the freshness of morning sea mist. And the scent notes broken down are salted sand, beach rose, bergamot waters, and neroli. Now, this candle to me is a little bit misleading in the scent notes. I'd say it's definitely like a sandy floral. The neroli in this is really creamy. There's something about this candle that is quite creamy, and it's not coconutty, but it gives off a bit of a coconut impression. It reminds me a little bit of Fiji White Sands from Bath & Body Works, except I'd have to say that this is the superior fragrance. What I get first and foremost on the top is like an airy, beachy, sort of ozone-y accord almost, and a little bit, there's not a lot of bergamot in here. It says bergamot waters. There is something just a touch citrusy on top. And then in the middle range of the candle, there's a bit of a floral. If it is rose, it's a very, very light floral rose note. And then the base is like a really, really creamy neroli. It almost gets to a coconutty place, although it's not coconut. I think that might be why it reminds me of Fiji White Sands so much. Fiji White Sands is definitely a candle that gives off a coconut impression, but doesn't actually have any coconut in it. And I get a really similar vibe from this one. I got this candle on Amazon Canada, and I paid like $36 for it. I really do like this one, and it was a repurchase, so I justified it to myself. However, as of right now, I can't find this candle available anywhere, even in the States on the Homeworx website or on Amazon if you're in Canada. And so I do apologize for that, but this is a candle that will be coming back, and I just highly recommend it. I will be purchasing another one at some point when it becomes available again. Moving on to performance, the strength and throw was really good. For a Homeworx candle, this performed really well. I'd say even in my more open area, it was a 7.5. When I put it in my bedroom, I'd say it was probably an 8. Never needed to hurricane it or banish it to the bathroom or banish it outside. It burned really cleanly and nicely, and it had a nice strength and throw. However, has anyone else been having wick issues with Homeworx candles lately? And you don't notice it until you get down to like just about the very bottom of the candle. One of the wicks kind of just turned sideways. And then I took my wick dipper and tried to straighten it, and it just broke off right from the base of where it was attached to the wick nickel. I just tried to like fix it a little bit, and it just fell off into the wax pool. And so then at this point, by the time this was happening, the entire candle was liquefied, so it was in its last days anyways. So then I just tried to like move the wicks around a little bit while it was burning and turn it into a 3-wick candle there. So aside from the fact that we lost a wick, I want you to see how clean this burn was. And that is one thing that I will always say about Homeworx candles. They do burn really nicely and really cleanly. And this is generally what they look like when you're finished with one of them, at least in my experiences. Oh gosh, I love this fragrance. This is just such a nice summery candle for me. This could also be a spring candle, a summer candle. It works a lot, I think, in both of those seasons because it's got like a floralness to it, but also a real summery beachiness as well. And so I like the diversity of this candle, and I really like the way that it performed up until the time that that wick broke off. But honestly, you guys, I'm not even really that bothered by it. Like I said, it was pretty much the end of the candle when that happened, and it was pretty much a perfect burn up until that point. Nice strength and throw, no sooting, never got overheated. You can let it go for a little bit longer than 3 hours if you're careful, and I like being able to burn candles a little bit longer than 3 hours if I can. And yeah, I don't really have any complaints for this one. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would also mean the world. And until next time, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks. Bye now.